amethyst.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So continue to walk down the path, and it will lead you to a place in which you've been before. I'd like for you to describe to me what's all around you. Tell me what you experience in this place, this amethyst place.
It's calm
Mm-hmm.
and happy
Mm-hmm.
and quiet.
Beautiful. In this place, do you have a body?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Describe to me what your body looks like there.
My feet aren't touching the ground. I'm floating more. And I'm wearing a long robe.
Mm-hmm. What color is this robe?
It's white
Mm-hmm.
and it's loose and flowing around me. I can move quickly or slowly.
Mm-hmm. And at this time, are you moving quickly or slowly?
More slowly, just to enjoy where I'm at and
Wonderful.
how quiet it is.
Mm-hmm. Take a look at the rest of your body. Extend your hands out. What do they look like?
My arms are long.
Mm-hmm. What color are those arms?
I have long sleeves on, so
Mm-hmm.
my arms are covered with the cloth. My my hands are translucent more. They're not solid.
Mm-hmm. And are you male or female there?
Female.
Mm-hmm. What do you look like? Look at your face, your hair.
My hair is long.
Mm-hmm. What color is that hair?
Golden.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I have some kind of a crown on my head, something that kind of holds my hair back up away from my forehead and away from my face.
Mm-hmm. Do you notice anything interesting about your face?
I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
It's gentle. It's exuding gratitude.
Mm-hmm. And in this place where you are, is this your place?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Tell me about this place.
it's a place where I can come to be with myself. And there's a bench, a stone bench that I can sit on.
Mm-hmm. And describe to me what this place looks like. Look all around you.
There's light, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Mm-hmm. What color is this light?
It's a soft white light.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
Not all of the walls are the amethyst. There are some that are smoother.
Mm-hmm. What do you imagine they're made out of?
The clear crystals
Mm.
with the spikes. They have, they're jutting out some, but it's still possible for me to run my fingers along the walls. And when I do, um, I just feel more peaceful and happier.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Now, is this place your home?
No, it's a separate cave or separate place.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's find out about yourself a little bit more and where it is that you live. I'm going to have you close this scene. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. When I get to number 1, I want you to be at your home, at the place in which you live. So take a deep breath in now. 5, going through time and space to be with your home. 4, 3, allow the images to come now. 2, and 1, be there. Where are you?
The clouds.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I'm just flitting around,
Mm-hmm.
greeting others with a nod or a look. No words are exchanged, but we know what we're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Do you live in the clouds?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. Look down from the clouds. Is there a place beneath you?
earth.
Mm. Tell me more. What do you see?
I see the blue of the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and of the, the outline of the United States and
Mm-hmm.
South America.
Mm-hmm. How does it make you feel when you see this?
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to move closer, I can to see what people are doing.
Mm-hmm. Take a closer look. What do you notice?
The tops of the trees
Mm-hmm.
and the hills, the fields.
And as you're watching this, how does it make you feel?
It's lovely.
Mm-hmm. What do you do up there in the clouds above Earth?
Watch when people come up to us,
Mm-hmm.
their spirits come up.
Tell me more about that.
There's so many different ages.
Now, when these spirits come up to you, is it while they sleep or is it after they leave that body?
After they've left their bodies.
Mm-hmm. What is your role with these spirits?
to greet them,
Mm-hmm.
to reassure them.
Mm-hmm.
To embrace them.
How does that make you feel?
I'm happy because I can comfort them and they're relieved
Mm-hmm.
to know that it's not frightening.
Is this what all of the others are doing too? The ones that you nod to and communicate with?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What happens after you greet these spirits? Do you play a role in their life?
No, they move on.
They move on. Very good. Very good. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to find a lot more about what it is that you do in this role. So I'd like for you to close this scene and let's go now to a significant moment in that time when something happened. Take a deep breath in. 5, going through time and space, finding that significant moment. 4, 3, allow the images to come now. 2, and 1, be there now. What's happening? Tell me about this.
It's Michael.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about Michael.
From another life. He was in a car accident and died quickly
Mm-hmm.
and didn't know what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there to hold him.
Do you talk to him?
Not with words.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm holding him, I'm telling him not to be scared anymore,
Mm-hmm.
not to be frightened. This will be okay.
What happens after you tell him this?
He looks at me and says he knows that it will be okay
Mm-hmm.
and leaves.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's close that scene and let's go to the next significant scene in that lifetime. Be there now. Allow the images and the feelings to come.
I'm holding a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's 8 or 9. He's so happy he doesn't hurt anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He snuggles in. It just seems to be drinking in the joy and the happiness
Mm-hmm.
and the peace that I know that he'll find.
Is this what you offer, all of those?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. As you provide this peace and comfort to those who have left their body, how does that help you?
It fills me with greater joy.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So I'd like for you now to continue your journey. Let's go back to the place in which you feel the best in that lifetime, when you are receiving comfort. Begin now to float towards that moment in time when you meet with your own comforting team. Be there. Where are you?
I'm being held by Grandma Gina.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
8 or 9.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
She's she's a petite lady. I can put my arms all the way around her
Mm-hmm.
and put my head on her chest. And she's kind of rocking me sideways, kind of back and forth.
Mm-hmm. I'd like for you to just drink in all of that love. Just absorb it. That comfort. Where are you putting all of that love?
In my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But it's filling my head to my toes.
Mm-hmm. Every breath that you take, allow all of that love to just disperse into your whole body. Fill each and every cell with that love, that comfort, knowing that you have given that to others, and now you can receive it. Very good. Is there anything else that you need to receive from your grandma at this time? Connect with her. What does she tell you?
She says I'm a lovely child.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Now that we have that space filled with love, we're going to begin traveling once again through time and space. We're going to go to a lifetime in which is being now connected with in Susan's life, the life in which she was working with astrology, with feng shui. So I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And I'd like for you to begin to go back to that lifetime, to where all of this knowledge is coming from. 5. Going back now. 4. To that lifetime of knowing this ancient information. 3. Connecting now. 2. And 1. Be there. Be there now. Where are you?
On a high, high, high hill
Mm-hmm.
in my observatory
Mm-hmm.
with a small, long telescope and a big table with charts.
Are you male or female?
Male.
Mm-hmm. Look down at your body. How are you dressed?
I'm wearing a long monk-like
Mm-hmm.
dress that's brown with a tie around my waist, a cord, a fancy cord with different colors.
Mm-hmm. What do those chords mean?
They mean the studies that I've gone through and the initiations that I've gone through that have gotten me to the point of a master astrologer.
What do they call you there?
Jacob,
Mm-hmm. How old are you, Jacob?
64.
Mm-hmm. So, Jacob, you've gone through much in your life, much studies, much
Yes.
information. Are you well known for anything in particular? Any particular study?
What the stars mean in certain constellations and how that affects a person's life.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
If someone comes to me, they might know when would be a good time to get married or to have children
Mm-hmm.
or to plant.
Jacob, are you needing to know the person? Or do you know?
I know when they come to me, I can tell
Mm-hmm.
what their needs are.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, Jacob, I'd like for you to assist me. Would you be willing to do a case for me?
Yes,
Very good. In one of your lifetimes, Jacob, there is a aspect of you named Susan. I'd like for you to connect with her soul now. And I'd like for you to do a reading for her. Is that okay?
yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's coming as a young woman.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to know what kind of life she'll have, what the length of her life will be. She seems a little hesitant.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that. What's holding her back?
She's not sure what she'll hear. She's not sure about my abilities.
Mm-hmm. So drop deeper. Drop deeper still. Connect with her soul plan.
She'll have a rich life.
What is the purpose of that lifetime as Susan?
to enjoy every day, to embrace every experience. The difficult ones, because there'll be lessons for her,
Mm-hmm.
and the happy ones.
She'll be studying many things: feng shui, crystals, the records of the Akash, biological decoding, healing. What say you about this?
She enjoys them all.
Mm-hmm.
She'll need to find her own way of tying all she's learned together and share with others, and not be hesitant, not be afraid to speak what she's learned and to share what she's learned.
What's holding her back?
She's kind of shy and not as confident as she needs to be in these modalities. But she will learn, she will become more confident.
Mm-hmm.
She has to give herself time.
As far as the astrology is concerned, Jacob, what is the best practice for her?
The crystals.
Mm. Is she more familiar with the crystals or more passionate about them?
More passionate.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
Her heart jumps with joy when she thinks of working with the crystals. She knows they're alive. She knows they can teach us and heal us. She
Mm-hmm.
knows people don't understand their strength, but people are becoming more ready to embrace unusual things in their lives. And it's magic how they work, how they share their gifts.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be part of that magic.
So what's stopping her?
She thinks she has to put her life in boxes and finish one thing before she starts another, and finish one part of her life. She doesn't understand that it's all a blend,
Mm-hmm.
that our lives are every minute, and everything she's learned is within every minute.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to show her all of these boxes that she has, all of the different modalities. Just spread them out in front of her. What can she do to mix them all together, to take them out of the box and have them play with one another?
Some people who have stars in certain places in the sky, or who were born at certain times, can relate better to some different crystals, some other crystals. Some people might need that connection. Some people might need a time when they need to look at their physical space and realize that might be stopping them from moving on, or there might be obstructions that they're not aware of.
Mm-hmm. So she can use all of them simultaneously.
Yes,
Beautiful. I'd like for you to show her that. Show her the picture so she understands.
it's not one or the other, it's all of them. You were meant to study them all. You were meant to embrace them all. You'll find in your life that you'll meet different people who need different modalities. They can relate to you in different ways, and you can pull what comes to you to give to them, to help them. You'll know what they need, and you'll have the expertise and the guidance to help them.
Well, recently she had an experience where she was wondering about Vatsu, feng shui from India, and a book was given to her. Is she meant to study that?
Yes,
Has she done this before in a different lifetime?
many, 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 many lifetimes ago.
Mm-hmm. Show her that picture now. See the glimpse of that life.
It was a simple, simple life as a man whom many people revered.
So I'd like for you to take that feeling of being revered, of being honored from that life, understanding that knowledge always is within you. Take that now. Make a connection to it and understand that you could always go back to it. There's no reason to play small any longer. As the monk on the observatory, and as that man in India, you have worked with the stars, you have worked with humanity. You have given them what they need. There's no difference now. Now, Susan has issues with meditation. I'd like for you to go ahead and show her where she has practiced meditation before. I'm going to count from 5 back to 1 and take you to that lifetime in which you have mastered meditation. 5, going through time and space. 4, 3, allow the images to come now. 2, and 1, be there.
But
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
I'm sitting with others
Mm-hmm.
in a temple, my legs crossed.
Go deeper into this now and just get the feeling of it. Feel the peace and serenity. With each breath, drop deeper. You can go as deep as you wish. Make a connection now to this feeling.
It's like I'm floating.
Mm-hmm. Take with you this feeling and bring it into your body now as Susan. Allow the body to make the connection. Allow the mind to make the connection. What do you recommend for Susan moving forward?
Find a quiet space. Give yourself time. Concentrate on your breath.
Wonderful advice. And now that she understands where she's been, moving forward, who will she be working with? And why has she made all of these connections now?
Children. She'll be working with children.
Wonderful. Show her the picture now. Feel the joy of working with these children, teaching them, allowing them to remember who they were. Connecting with the wisdom of all of those lifetimes to allow her to remind these children that they also have connections, that they have the wisdom within. Very good. And now I'd like for you to go ahead and scan all of her lifetimes. And let's find out if she has worked with Blair, with Alba, with Antonio, or Geraldine in the past. See if there's any connections.
We seem to be in a village in Egypt, a simple village. Greeting each other as we pass. Knowing that we all have work to do and we're all pleased with ourselves and pleased with each other.
Mhm. Have you chosen to be in that lifetime together?
Yes.
Mhm. Zoom out to get the bigger picture. Zoom out even further. Keep going. Zoom back to where you're from. All the way back. The planning. What's the purpose of being together? What is the connection for?
We're in a circle and we're all talking, and one is saying, well, I can do this, and another is saying, well, I could do that,
Mhm.
and another is saying, I can do this. And it's like we've all coordinated
Mhm.
a time to zoom back down to that village.
Mhm. As you're all discussing this, are you all equal?
Yes.
I want you to remember this now. Remember this information now. That everyone has their unique skills. And I want you to use this information and fill yourself with that pride of knowing that you're enough, that you have what it takes to help, to be unique with your powers. Completely fill your body with this knowledge. How does that feel?
Wonderful.
Beautiful. So I'd like for you to use your spiritual telescope now, and I'd like for you to search for the place where you're from. Where did Susan come from?
It's a place that doesn't have any bodies. It just has little flecks of light that move around. It's like every fleck has something to do, and it's all a coordinated effort. Everything is working smoothly.
Mm-hmm. Why has this fleck of light chosen to come to Earth at this time?
It's going to be an exciting time.
What's so exciting about this time on Earth?
Everything is going to be changing. Earthlings will know There's there's much more to their existence than their skin and their bodies. There'll be more remembering, there'll be more rejoicing, there'll be more unity.
Sounds beautiful. What is her role in this remembering?
To remember what it's like to be a child, to be
Mm-hmm.
childlike, to relate to children,
Mm-hmm.
to guide them to knowing what they can offer, what they can provide, what they can give, what their role is in this new way, on this new earth.
Mm-hmm. Is the new earth here yet?
Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. People forget. They forget to remember.
Mm-hmm. So does this new earth have something to do with remembering?
Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me about that, please?
People need to remember there's so much more than what we see on the outside. They need to remember their souls. They need to release their souls from their bodies and feel the joy they once felt, the freedom they once felt, the love.
As a child?
As a child, and as other beings from other planets, from other universes, from other galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much to remember.
So how is it that we're remembering now?
Hearts are opening. Gaia is opening our hearts. She's helping us, and we don't even know it. Sometimes we don't even know what power she's releasing and giving to us and sending to us.
How can we connect best with Gaia in order to open our hearts even wider and faster?
Lay on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Feel the earth.
Now, during this time in which Susan is doing this work, many are inside, being quarantined. What does the earth and nature say about this?
She says, you could hold my crystals. You could put your hands together and know that the earth is there. Know that you're holding Mother Earth and feel her power. It's all in your mind.
Mm-hmm. How best can Susan connect with Gaia?
Laying on the earth,
Mm-hmm.
watching the clouds, holding her stones and crystals that she's gathered,
Mm-hmm.
telling them how grateful she is to have them in her life.
When we communicate with our crystals, what happens?
If your heart is open, they unlock their power. They vibrate to a certain frequency and fill your body with that frequency, fill your cells with that frequency, and your cells expand and drink that frequency in, drink that love in, drink that energy in.
Is there any particular crystal right now that Susan could use in order to unlock her even more?
Amethyst.
Mm-hmm. She has a connection with that amethyst cave.
Yeah.
Where is that cave?
It's in her mind.
Mm-hmm. As that being in that amethyst cave, what was her role in that life?
Go there to be recharged,
Mm-hmm.
to drink in the energy from the amethyst, and to give her more energy.
Wonderful. So in the future, when she wants more energy, she could go back to that cave and drink it in.
Yes.
Beautiful. What advice do you give to others who want to connect even more?
Talk to your crystals, talk to your gemstones, hold them with reverence, hold them gently. Start a conversation with them. Open your heart.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. What is the reason why you brought Susan to this session today?
To increase her self-confidence, to let her know that she does have the wisdom, she does carry the knowledge, she does have the skills to share with others.
Wonderful. Do you have any more information for her, or do we feel that we are complete for today?
Live in gratitude. We're complete.
Thank you very much for that. It's in your eyes. So 5 wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Whoa, oh,
Wow.
oh. Oh,
You didn't see that coming, did you?
no.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
How do you feel?
Oh man. Oh, tingly. I forgot what it was you said people could hold to ground themselves.
Yeah.
I think if I just sit with my feet on the floor here for a while, I'll come back down to earth.
Well, you didn't fall asleep and you weren't snoring this time.
Well, one of the girls laying close to me said, "Oh, but you were softly snoring."
So, how did it feel?
Amazing.
It made sense?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, we hit quite a few different things there.
Yeah, yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. We went to a lot of different places.
Yeah.
Do you remember the cave when you were floating?
Yeah. That was nice.
It was almost like you were some sort of um, angelic being that comforted people on the way back from their death.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, Tabash said I did that in a past life or
Yeah.
before I came here this time.
Well, now you saw it, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't expect it that way.
No,
Mm. And
no. Or the
yeah,
feelings.
very, very interesting, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a while to process this.
It will. But I'm going to remember how well I meditated and the crystals, the knowledge about the crystals and
Yeah. And
um,
you were basically told, that this is what you've done. You know this.
yeah.
So that's why you do so many different things. You're just
Uh-huh.
remembering. And
Yeah.
that's what you have to teach the children
Yeah.
is to remember.
Yeah.
You're
And
already connected.
and I know that they'll each be doing things in their own way.
Hmm. Yeah. Was it interesting to get a reading from your own life?
Yes. Yeah. You were right. I had the answers.
Hmm. Hmm. But in that lifetime as the monk, the expert, he gave you an astrological reading.
Yeah.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. And he knew of my hesitation without me even telling him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was. It all
Mhm.
was.
Yeah. So do you want to share some of this? Some of it is personal, but do you want to
Sure.
share some of the stuff that's not personal?
Yes.
I think it'd be cool, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So, any advice that you have to give others, because we have you know ex- you're an introspective hypnosis practitioner, which means you've been through the class, you've already been through a lot of other stuff. What advice do you give other people who are wanting to do this session and had hesitations because like you fell asleep during my regression before, and you fall asleep during meditation? Do you have any advice to give other people who are looking to do this?
I'd say don't give it too much thought. Just relax. Know you're in good hands. Know that you'll be supported and you'll feel, Alba, I not only felt your love, but I grew in love for myself and acceptance for myself.
That's the most
Um,
important thing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Well, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure doing this session for you, and I hope everybody else enjoyed this too. Okay. So I'm going to put on the screen how to contact me. And is there anything that you do that you would like others to contact you with? Anything that you provide for others?
not at this point.
Okay.
I think I'm going to integrate all my past lives and work with my husband and his journey. And
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it was a great pleasure doing this, and I hope I get to see you soon. All right.
yes.
Until the next time. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.